Former governor of Arkansas, Mike Huckabee, has a different idea on what was the problem. It wasn't the guns, you see. It was God. Why? He took a lunch break.
We ask why there's violence in our schools, but we've systematically removed God from our schools. Should we be so surprised that schools would become a place of carnage?
That was the brilliant musings of Governor Huckabee on Friday on Fox News. So are you saying that the kids who got killed weren't religious enough? That their parents weren't religious enough? They took God out of the school? What's what they had it coming? God was angry with them? Or is God just jealous and bitter, like, oh my God, I can't believe that school, Sandy Hook in Connecticut, took me out of the school. Let me have somebody murder those kids? That's your idea of God? That's the God you believe in, man. I don't want to be anywhere near that creature. And look at these idiots. My Sky friend told me that we didn't beg and plead to him enough and we didn't kiss his ass enough. So that's why he murdered our kids. All right, so they bring him on and they're going to talk to him about, hey, well, he's got his own program. Are you going to clarify this at all? All right, go ahead. Let me see it.
Christian-owned businesses are told to surrender their values under the edict of government orders to provide tax-funded abortion pills. We carefully and intentionally stop saying things are sinful, and we call them disorders. Sometimes we even say they're normal. And to get to where that we have to abandon bedrock moral truths, then we are asked, well, where was God? And I respond that as I see it, we've escorted him right out of our culture and we've marched him off the public square, and then we express our surprise that a culture without him actually reflects what it's become.
Can people really be this stupid? Can God allow stupidity on this scale? Really? I mean, again, if you believe in God, you think God was like, man, my feelings are hurt. I'm going to take a break here and let people kill you left and right, let them murder your children, massacre your children, because, you know, hey, you didn't pray to me enough in school, so this is what you had coming. Who believes in that God? Who thinks that's a God you should pray to? Look, I hope that there are other people in this country with a different definition of God and a different view of God. But that's what they think. Now, they're like, no. The gun that actually killed all these people and all the bullets that it fired, it didn't kill them. No, because earlier in that program, he talked about, Obama's pushing abortion pills. By the way, not at all true. But the fact that somebody did something about abortion, which they didn't even do, led to those deaths, but not the bullets that killed them. Not the guns that killed them. Ignore that. Don't worry about that. Because Huckabee, like all the other paid bitches, say, NRA gives me money. NRA gives me power. I love the NRA. I will defend them at all costs, even if it means that I bring God into this. And I blame the victims and their families for not believing in God enough. Look, on current show on Friday night, I called him a sick son of a bitch. I'd like to double down, triple down on that, quadruple down as much as I can. He is a sick, sorry son of a bitch. Now they bring him on Fox and Friends today. Is he going to backpedal from that? Of course not.
On Friday morning at Sandy Hook Elementary School, school prayer returned to that public school because one of the stories we're hearing this morning, as we heard over the weekend, was so many of the teachers huddled their children in corners and closets and they prayed together.
We've created an atmosphere in this country where the only time we want to invoke God's name is after the tragedy. We criticize anybody who invokes God's name except after a tragedy like this, and then it seems to be okay.
It was so wonderful to know that if you are a person of faith, that you have a lot of questions why, but you have something to hold on to.
I think it's important that we quit apologizing for having a spiritual conversation, that we somehow quit being ashamed that we believe in God, and we recognize it's the only thing that keeps us together.
Well, if it's the only thing that keeps us together, why didn't he keep us together and keep those kids alive? Every time he talks about his Sky friend, I think, well, what kind of a sick guy is he that he killed those kids? Or he allowed it to happen? Well, God works in mysterious ways. And Gretchen Carlson crying like, oh my God. Well, where was your Sky friend when we needed him? Where was your Sky friend in Aurora, Colorado? Where was he in Connecticut? Where was he at the Sikh temple? Where was he in Columbine? Where was he at Virginia Tech? What, because he's angry at us? He feels hurt, so he's going to murder our kids?